one. Yep, we're turned up. We're turned up. We're turned up. And here shows the basketball ready to kick off. Yellow Jackets, Forest City controls. Katie's joined by Abigail Parks, Gracie Linville, Maggie Gresham, and Lexi Wallace. Yellow Jackets 1-1 so far here in the regional tournament with a win on Wednesday night, the loss last night against the home team, the Brooklyn Bearcats, and today in the consolation game against Forest City. Forest City, a team that won the conference tournament, I believe, over Brooklyn just a week ago, but they're playing in the consolation game after being defeated by Pulaski Academy. And so on the drive, the shot up, it won't go, but a foul called. That'll send Forest City to the free throw line here in the opening minute of play. Thanks for joining us. I know folks are probably standing by the KHPQ Sports YouTube page, the KHPQ Facebook feed for the live stream. Aaron Duhan, our video engineer, took us just a little bit here to get the audio reconnected. It was working good 45 minutes ago, and then got bugs in it here right before game time. Thanks to Kelsey Robinson in the studio. It's all set up and settle in for the next hour and 15 minutes, and let's see if the Yellow Jackets can get a win. What do you say here, Mike Colley? Day 4 of the regional tournament.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Lady Yellow Jackets hoping to make it a fruitful one with a win today, and this is a team that likes to run up and down the floor. Both teams like to get up and down the floor. Forest City will get in and out of a lot of presses, a lot of different type of zone defenses. They do a lot of things, try to create chaos. They did beat Brooklyn a week ago in the district tournament.
Forest City in white, trimmed a little bit of blue. Yellow Jackets in the road black, trimmed in gold.
14, Hoof is their star player. Katie Gifford's on her out front. Shot clock down to 2 and 1, and
there it is, shot clock violation. This Yellow Jacket defense.
Usually in this game, it's whoever, both teams, when you lose on Friday night, it's a tough emotional loss. Who can bounce back the quickest the next day with energy and wants to win. And I think Lady Yellow Jackets are used to winning, and they're going to be really competitive today. And you see a lot of pressure out front already early.
And Clinton with a 1 seed coming in from the tournament, played on Wednesday. I think Forest City also the 1 seed by virtue of that victory over Brooklyn in the district tournament. So both these teams played on Wednesday. They took the day off on Thursday. Both came back yesterday. Both lost. And that's how they ended up here on this Saturday noon special. A turnover by the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Jackets did not shoot free throws well last night. I think 5 of 14. They battled back, got down early. And Gracie Limbo's going to pick up a foul. I'm not sure. I think the offensive player just fell down, but they battled back, tied the game early in the third quarter, but a 14-0 run by Brooklyn here at Bearcat Arena did us in.
Pass into the high post, kick it out behind the three-point line. Linville defending, jumper in the lane, won't go. Maggie Gresham with the rebound. Maggie had a good game last night offensively for the Yellow Jackets. Gracie Linville takes the pass. Back to Wallace. Lexi's been the leading scorer this week in both games on Wednesday night and Friday night, sophomore. She'll run the point. Bounce pass to Gresham. She's at a high post. Drops it to Parks on the move to the basket. Spins. Shot. Won't go. And Forest City the rebound. Abigail had a big night on Wednesday night. She and Wallace were the co-players of the ball game that night. And good shooting from behind the three-point line. Let's see if she can get on track today. And Forest City will turn it over. Back to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Forest City early on looks a little shaky handling the basketball. On defense, they gamble a lot. Maybe the Yellow Jackets can use their aggressiveness against them. We already saw Abigail going back door on that last play, but can't make that long pass, though, against this press.
It's picked off. And now they'll back up behind the three-point line. Linville defending. On the drive, get to the block, foul called. Looks like 2 free throws upcoming for Forest City. You know, we talked to Coach Matthew Post on Wednesday, and we'll almost hesitate to say this, but he said, I think I'm a little bit more anxious, afraid maybe of Forest City than I am Brooklyn. Well, maybe that doesn't sound so good when Brooklyn knocked off the Lady Yellow Jackets yesterday and replacing Forest City today, but I think it's like you just said. It's kind of the style of play and how he anticipated the tempo of the game and the defense that Forest City would bring.
Talking to Brooklyn assistant coach before the ball game, he said that was the best Brooklyn may have played all year last night against the Lady Yellow Jackets.
And a turnover. Forest City back with it. They lead by 2. Get into the lane. Bounce pass. Katie Gifford blocks the shot, but right back into the hands of the Mustangs. And 2 points. Long pass down the floor to Park. She's behind the defense. Her shot's blocked from behind. Out of bounds. Clinton will have it from the baseline. Substitution. Kenna Collins and Kaylin Lastly in for the first time today.
And already seen the athleticism of Hoof on one end with a basket, on the other end with a block shot to prevent a layup.
Mustangs leading by 4, 4:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Travel and a turnover by the Yellow Jackets. We've seen the Yellow Jackets substitute pretty liberally in the first 2 games of the regional tournament, Wednesday on Friday. Coach Matthew Post getting his girls in and out, and said first couple substitutions of today. On the dribble, down to the block, poked away by Gifford, into the hands of Parks. Abigail, left side, down the floor, pass across the lane to Kenna Collins, off the glass, good. The sophomore Yellow Jackets' first points of the afternoon, trailing 4-2.
Great pass by Parks and a great hustle by Kenna Collins as she led the pack down the floor. Pass led her right to the basket, laid it in, Jackets on the board.
Pass inside, turn, spin, shoot, miss, falls off the rim, rebound, Katie Gifford, Lexi Wallace. Long pass down the floor to Parks. Backs up behind the three-point line. The shot is up and good. Yellow Jackets take their first lead of the afternoon. 5-4, 4:03 here in the first quarter. Forest City's going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here at a broadcast position. I look around the arena, Michael. I think you've called it before on these Saturday afternoon games. Now, you may can hear the cheerleaders a bit. I don't know. But for that, this is nothing like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday when you could watch the live stream. The stands were full across the way from us. There's maybe 20 people on the other side across from us. There's Yellow Jacket fans below us. There's some Forest City fans. But other than that, it's a pretty quiet atmosphere.
Yeah, apparently it's a day off at the Roman Coliseum. But tonight at about 7:30, this place will be a zoo as Brooklyn takes on Little Rock Christian, that boys game. And that fire marshal may have to shut the doors tonight on this one.
It was standing room only last night, or when I came in around the concourse.
Hey, you're going to need extra security tonight, I've got a feeling, for this one. I'm glad we're going to be out of town.
Hey, one of the reasons why schools like to host a regional tournament, especially when they've got a good team they think can win a region, go on to state. Yellow Jackets have done that. We hosted the regional tournament last year. I think maybe some plans already in the works. Going to bid again, try to get a regional or state there at Yellow Jacket Arena in the years to come. You get that home crowd advantage on you playing on your own floor and hopefully propel you on to a state tournament. We know that
definitely this may be. I've watched basketball for years. This may be. If it's not the best, it is definitely one of the best home court advantages I've ever seen in high school basketball.
Wolf on the drive. She's got 2 more. And Forest City back in front, 6-5.
The fans affect the game here at Brooklyn.
Parks up high to Gifford. Defender over the back. Knocks it away. Foul called on Forest City. You know, it's one of those, I don't know if you don't want to call it a gym. You don't know if you want to call it arena when you think about Yellow Jacket Arena, but it's got a much lower ceiling, much lower top-to-bottom bleachers than you would see like in Yellow Jacket Arena. Gifford off the glass, good, and she's fouled. A chance at a three-point play for Katie Gifford.
Yeah, all the fans are right on top of you here, just like it was at Brooklyn last year. And as you said, the sound in here is pretty deafening. I like our friendly confines at Yellow Jacket Arena, though. Great place to watch basketball and to produce basketball.
And Gifford's free throw is good. 8-6 now, the Yellow Jacket lead. Gifford, the senior. For Clinton, joined by senior Abigail Parks on the floor. Sophomore Lexi Wallace, sophomore Kenna Collins, sophomore Kaylin Lastly. I don't know if Lexi Wallace has come off the floor in the first 2 games of the week. Abigail Parks may not have either. I don't know if she's had much of a rest.
I will say one thing Bearcat Arena does not have. It does not have the hive. And Angela Bradford, her concessions hold no candle to her concessions here.
On the dribble, getting to the baseline. Shot up won't go. Over the basket. Rebound Forest City. The block by that Gifford or Collins going to pick up the foul. 2 free throws upcoming.
Jackets got a rebound today.
City.
This possession was kept alive by the previous offensive rebound, and now they get to the line.
That foul is against Collins. Forest City going to miss the first free throw. The Clinton cheer squad, they're here too. They've had a nice 3 nights, 4 days here in Jonesboro as well. But second free throw is good. Clinton 8, Forest City 7, 3:05 remaining in the opening quarter. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt. They're going to knock it away. Hoof with it. Down the floor. Parks trying to catch up. Oh, commits the foul. The basket counts. Chance at a 3-point play for Hoof.
Jackets having way too much trouble with this half-court trap. It's only about the third turnover the Jackets have had against the press. They do a half-court we just saw there. They also back it up just a little bit, too. Kind of giving the Yellow Jackets different looks.
Shawnell Hoof's going to miss the free throw. The rebound by Collins. Trailing by 1, 9-8. Pressure against Wallace. Up ahead to Gifford. Long pass. Trying to get it over the top, but it's picked off. Now Forest City's going to throw it away. Lexi's got it back. 4 on 3. Free throw line. Lastly puts up the 3. Short. And Forest City going to come up with it. Defense back. Lastly at the top. Going to drive, get low, shot up, too hard off the glass. Tip. Collins. Gifford tried to come up with it. Couldn't. Hoof drives the baseline. Little floater, won't go. Offside rebound to Abigail Parks. Turn, take it up the floor. Left hand, right hand across midcourt. Back to Wallace. And Collins. Oh, behind the back. Dishes it out to Wallace. Lexi pulls up. Back to Kenna. Now she's open for 3. It's up. Won't go. Offside rebound to Forest City. Reach-in foul called on the Yellow Jackets. And for Clinton, that's going to be already they're 5+ fouls now in the ball game. Only 2 minutes remaining in the quarter, but Forest City will shoot free throws. We saw Clinton get a little bit of foul trouble. Was it Wednesday night? Maybe not as much last night. Wasn't really a factor, especially as Brooklyn kind of pulled away in the second half. 2 fouls on Abigail Parks. Other players just with 1 on the floor. And Coach Matthew Post, I think he's pressing the point with the official on the sideline. He got a warning on Wednesday night, I think. He told us about that after the game and trying to question the official's call. Didn't get a formal warning there, but trying to get his point across. He, along with assistant coach Tammy Hodges-Johnson. Free throw up and in. Forest City 11, Clinton 8.
1-2-2 half-court press. Needs somebody in the middle.
Up over the top to Parks. Comes down with it. Whips it to Caden Brown into the ball game. Ball gets to the floor. She's going to be tied up. Alternate possession. We'll keep it with Clinton. Boy, Hoof's at the front of that zone press. She is, I don't know if we have a height on her. She may go 6 foot or close. She's long and lean, and may be tough to get around those long arms, and athletic as she is. Up high to Caden Brown. Kenna dumps it into Wallace. Shot blocked, foul called. Lexi Wallace going to go to the free throw line with 1:49 remaining in the quarter.
Good inbounds play. She inbounds the basketball and then runs off a screen. That diving cut to the basket, and Lexi gets to the free throw line.
So far, free throw good. We're a little early in this one, but Forest City, for the most part, seems to have kept Clinton out of the lane on that dribble drive. They like to penetrate. If they don't pick up Lexi, she's going to shoot it, float it, and score. If they do, she's going to look for somebody to pass it off to and see how Lexi going to adjust her game against some taller players and maybe trying to keep her out of the lane. I think you were talking about last night. It seemed like they kind of were ready for Lexi or Abigail on what they saw those 2 girls do on Wednesday night. Maybe Brooklyn, their defense, kind of tried to keep that from happening against the Bearcats. Let's see how Forest City, how they play as this one goes on. Ball gets to the floor. Gracie Linville's back in the ball game. She and Collins dive in. I think this is tied up. Alternate possession to Brooklyn.
And they'll take it to their own basket. Kind of in that borderline area, whether you get it on the sideline or under the basket. And they're going to get it under the basket, which is usually an advantage. But the Jackets do a good job guarding the basket there.
Hannah Mooney and Abby Louder they're on the baseline behind the basket, kind of anchoring there for the cheer squad. A couple of captains. free throw line, elbow, shot won't go, out of bounds.
Good defense, Jackets work the shot clock down under 5 seconds there.
It belongs to Clinton. Now another chance to take the lead, this time down the floor. Minute 13 in the
now
first
they switch
quarter.
defenses. We talk about they do multiple defenses. Now they're in just a 2-3 flat zone with no press.
Collins at the top. Parks three-pointer from the right wing. Won't go off the rim. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets. So with this lineup, you don't often see Kenna Collins at a post. Now Caden Brown's going to come back to a high post position. Let's see if she drops out. Collins will go high post. And she and Brown will kind of go back and forth, depending on which side before the ball's on. Parks, Lindblom, and Wallace behind the three-point line.
They got a lot of length. It's tough to get a shot off against that zone.
And Collins turns. She's got a step at the high post at the free throw line, but her shot won't go. Rebound, Hoof. Keeping herself down the floor. Pass it away into the corner. Three-point shot. Good. Three-point basket. 14-10. 25 seconds first quarter. Wallace quickly behind the three-point line. Shot is up. Bounces around. Won't go. Rebound for City. 15 seconds. They almost threw it away. They recover. Opportunity for a final shot. Linville defending. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Behind the three-point line. Shot up, 2-point attempt, won't go, and the first quarter comes to an end. Yellow Jackets led there in the middle momentarily, but it's Forest City closing out the first quarter with a 14-10 lead. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Trail by 4 as we head into the second quarter, but they'll have the ball first. It's 14-10 for City.
Wallace, Linville, Gifford, Collins, and Parks for the Yellow Jackets.
And another defense change for Forest City. Kind of a one front. Big number 14 up on the front there.
Lexi Wallace will come out of the ballgame, so maybe going to get a little breather. Savor a little bit as the game goes on. Olivia Johnson in for the first time today. Olivia, the sophomore, a lot of playing time, a lot of points for Olivia Johnson this season. Good three-point shooter. She can also drive. Katie Gifford with a pass in the lane, up and in, 14-12 trailing.
Good entry pass, 3-2 zone. Yellow Jackets, against any zone, you got to move the ball quickly and try to look for gaps in it. And a good job that time of getting the entry pass into Katie Gifford.
Three-point shot, long over the basket. Olivia Johnson takes it out of the air. Up ahead. And her pass, a little bit too hard. It's going to go off Abigail Parks, out of bounds. Back to Forest City.
Jackets. Free throws yesterday. Right now it's the turnovers giving Jackets problems.
Caden Brown will return. Kenna Collins out. Kenna had good minutes in the ball game, coming in early. Caden Brown gives a little bit of a length, maybe to kind of match up with Forest City. Visited with her parents, Leanna and Kevin, last night.
And what's the call? Wow, they're going to get.
Is it a block? Is it a charge?
Block. Boy, she stepped in there, helped defense, and she was waiting for Hoof to come in there, and they gave Forest City the benefit of the doubt on that call.
2 free throws for Hoof. She's already got 6 points on the night, but she misses the first free throw, but 0 for 3 thus far in the ball game. Clinton trailing 14-12. Second free throw drops through, 15-12. 7 minutes remaining, second quarter. Parks quickly ahead to Johnson. Into the corner, Linville. And back out high. Clinton's going to have Gifford and Brown kind of back and forth, top, bottom across the lane.
Trying to stretch out and cover those wing shooters with that 3-2. Parks is going to get one off, though.
Off the rim, won't go. Charnel Hoof with the rebound down the floor. A couple defenders there. Right, left, floater in the lane, won't go. Gracie Linville with the rebound. Off to Caden Brown. Into the corner, Olivia Johnson. Catch, shoot three. Up, won't go, off the rim. Another rebound for Forest City. Well, they're getting the defensive rebounds. Clinton, no second shots here. The first
only 1-3 on the night for Clinton so far. Only, I guess, 4 in that last game. So have several times this year they've hit double digits in three-pointers.
Three-point shot up, missed. Caden Brown's going to run it out. Hoof coming up trying to take it away. Commits the foul. First foul on Charnel Hoof. 6:11 in the second. Trailing 15-12. Lexi Wallace back in. She might have had a good 4 or 5 minutes of real time. Rest on the Yellow Jacket bench. Inside, outside. Lexi back at the top. Gifford out to Linville. Gracie's open for three, and it's good. The senior for three ties it up at 15. Forest City wants a timeout.
That's 2 already now for Forest City in the game, the 2 of their timeouts. And good job. They switched again on defense. They went 1-3-1 that time, and 14. Hoof was over on the wing. Jack did a good job of recognizing that, moving the basketball, and Gracie got a wide open look in the corner. It's 2 threes now for the Yellow Jackets. And Clinton's played a lot of players, so maybe in that second half it'll pay off with some fresh legs. Both teams played. Of course, Forest City got out of here, at about 5:30.
4 o'clock game there.
They were out here about 5:30. They probably bust home, I'm guessing, them and had to come back today. Of course, Clinton didn't get off the floor till about 8:30 last night. Back to the hotel. So trying to conserve some legs and have a big push maybe in the second half. Tied at 15. Still 5:56 left here in the second quarter.
Wallace, Linville, Brown, Johnson, and Gifford for the Yellow Jackets.
It's been 3 years since the Jackets have played in this Saturday day game for third place.
On the drive, gets in the lane by the defender. Off the glass, good. Pretty play by Watson. 17-15. Mustangs back in front. Linville back to Johnson behind the three-point line. Olivia regains the lead for the Yellow Jackets. 18-17, the third three-pointer of the ball game.
Yeah, good to see that. Get Olivia back going again. She was playing so well before the flu hit. Hope to get her back going again. And that'll give her some confidence knocking that one down. Jackets got to stop that drive to the basket. We saw Brooklyn do it in the second half last night, and we've seen it a couple times today. And Jackets with a chance to add to the lead.
A miss. Can they go back-to-back with the lead? Brown from the free throw line. The jumper misses, and Hoof with the rebound. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. But still a man-to-man. Gifford's on Hoof, the leading scorer for Forest City. On the drive, split a couple defenders, misses, and the rebound to Linville. Ahead to Johnson. 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Olivia pulls up, 2-point attempt off the glass, won't go. Forest City quickly rebound down the floor. Linville trying to catch up.
Travel.
And a travel on Hoof. Back to the Yellow Jackets, leading 18-17.
Yeah, got a break there. She traveled with the basketball, had a path to the basket. Yellow Jackets may have forced one earlier. They didn't have quite the numbers on that. Once Forest City tipped that lead pass, it slowed everything down. Forest City was able to get back, but nobody hurt. We still got the lead and the ball.
Gets it inside. Back out behind the three-point line.
1-2-2 now with Hoof on the top.
Lexi Wallace for three. Won't go. High off the back of the rim. Out near the three-point line. And Lexi's able to come up with it. She's going to drive. Slides by the defender off the glass. Good. 20-17.
What a move, because she dipped that right shoulder, got the defender to go that way, and then came back with the left hand. And that's an advanced move right there, using that left hand.
Lexi's got some basketball smarts. Only a sophomore. 3:35. Clock running in the second quarter. I guess Clinton's biggest lead, I believe, at 3 points of the ball game. And away from the basketball, they may have whistled Caden Brown, kind of maybe a little hand checking, a hold, they'll say, away from the basketball. Her first foul. Team's second foul here in the quarter.
And a travel.
And a turnover.
Jackets had a couple of those early. Now Forest City's had some here in the second quarter. Trying to keep adding to the lead. Get a good possession here. Up by 3. Now they keep extending the defense out a little bit farther. Maybe get behind it right there.
And Olivia's open for 3. The pass from Wallace at the basket. Good. Olivia's got 2 3-point field goals. The team has 4. 22-17. Gifford with the steal on the press. Needs help. There's 3 defenders around her. And a shot off the glass won't go. She twisted around and got a good look. Now Hoof the rebound. Down the floor hard. Gets in the lane. Off the glass. Wow. Good. Chardell Hoof. 22-19. Clinton's going to throw it deep down the floor. Linville back to Wallace. Gracie gets it back. Her 3's up. Off the rim. Hoof with the offside rebound. Keeping herself down the floor.
Got to stop the ball when she has it. And it's 2 straight possessions. She goes length of the floor.
She finishes well. That time she had to drive to the block and then spin to put it off the glass. 4 straight points. 22-21. Cross-court pass picked off. On the run again. Wallace is back. Off the glass. Good. A whistle of foul. Chance at a 3-point play for the Mustangs.
Bad sequence for the Yellow Jackets. Allowed Hoof to go length of the floor twice and then turn it over.
And Maggie Gresham returns. Abigail Parks returns. Linville out. Gifford out. 2:25 in the second. Misses the free throw.
Can't be quite as reckless against Forest City because they got such good athletes. A lot of times we just outrun people, but you got to be careful with the basketball in this one.
Johnson dumps inside to Gresham, hands it over to Brown. Caden scores 24-23. Yellow Jackets back in front.
And in that situation there, they used Forest City's aggressiveness against them by cutting back door with it. Just can't be careless with the basketball before then.
Hoof with it, a little deeper on the floor. Still a lot of time on the shot clock. Gresham defending. Shot from the outside won't go. Parks takes it off the dribble. 3 defenders. Cross-court pass. Into the corner. Olivia Johnson shoots another one. Her third. 27-23.
Hey, that looks like the old Olivia now. She is heating up. You can see that confidence building on every shot.
She didn't hesitate. She caught that from the left and took it on up. Minute 20 in the second quarter.
Got to stop the drive, make her get rid of it.
And thought about a 3. Now drive the baseline off the glass. Misses, tipped, loose on the floor. Out of bounds. It belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
1:10 left. Jackets by 4. Chance to add on here. Now here comes the half-court pressure again. Throw it over the top.
Quickly to Olivia. Quickly to shoot. This one's off the rim. Long rebound by Hoof.
Stop the ball or foul.
Wallace, Parks defending. Hoof splits them and scores.
It's almost worth a foul to put her to the free throw line.
Baseball pass. Parks. Johnson drives. 2-point attempt won't go. Out of bounds. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets. 47 seconds. Second quarter. Kenna Collins in. Johnson out. 27-25, the Clinton lead.
Hoof 1 for 3 at the line. If you're not in foul trouble, it's almost worth it to put her at the line to try to stop that drive, make her earn it at the free throw line.
Bounce pass inside. Gresham's going to take it from Collins. Lexi Wallace, runner, just outside the lane. Good. 29-25.
Great inside-out play. Maggie does a good job drawing the defender and then kick it out for that shot to Lexi.
into the corner. 3-point shot up and good. 29-28. Clinton lead. 25 seconds. Parks and Wallace. And Lexi can't get it inside yet. Inside, outside. Lexi's three is up and good. Wallace with three.
Hey, business is heating up now. Need a stop right here. Less than 10 seconds.
Top of the key. Looking to drive. Kick it out. 3-point shot. It's up. It's good. The buzzer sounds. What a finish to the first half of play. The team's traded the lead. They're going to go to the locker room here in this consolation game, Consolation Saturday from the 4A East Girls Regional Tournament. It's the Lady Yellow Jackets 32, the Forest City Mustangs 31. The winner, they're both going on to Farmington. We'll talk about what day and who they might play as the afternoon goes on. Stay with us, a quick break. Check it out on the live stream, the Clinton Cheer Squad. They're getting ready to perform. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this. Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Clay, you cut your teeth at a Chrysler dealership.
Cut my teeth at Landers, Chrysler, and Benton, the largest Chrysler store in the world. And so, to have Chrysler, Ram, Jeep in a small town and to have my name on the building, it's such an honor. It's such a blessing. And so, it's a brand that means a lot to us. It's a community that means a lot to us. We're giving it everything we got. Committed to customer service being a great one, not just a good one, but a great one. So winning back the community and getting our customer service the way that they should be.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Petit Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Hey, back here at Brooklyn High School and Bearcat Arena. It's halftime. Yellow Jackets lead 32-31 in the third place game of the East Region tournament. And the Yellow Jackets fell behind early 4-0. Came back, took a 5-4 and 8-6 lead. Forest City then regained the lead. It was tied at 15. Jackets took the lead again at 22-19, 22-21. 24-23. It stretched the lead at one point to 27-23, but then back-to-back threes sandwiched around a two-pointer by Forest City, and the Jackets lead 32-31 here at the half. Forest City led by their outstanding player, Hoof. She has 13. Applewhite with 3. Brianna Watson with 3. And Rogers with 9 points, all on three-point baskets. In fact, she had the final 2 baskets for Forest City were three-pointers. Here on the near side out of the corner. Leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets, sophomore Lexi Wallace. She has 9 at the half. Gracie Lindell with 3. Abigail Parks 3. Katie Gifford with 5. Kenna Collins off the bench for 2. And Olivia Johnson, the sophomore, back today with 9 points, 3 three-point baskets. The Jackets have 3, 4, 5, 6 threes in the first half of play here. And the Jackets have also gone 3 for 3 at the free throw line, much better than last night. Forest City with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11 free throw attempts. And they have made 2, 4, 6 of 11 at the line for Forest City. And Jeff mentioned postseason play next week. The winner of this game, which will be number 3 from the East. And they would play on the 27th. We say that's Tuesday, Jeff Hall?
Tuesday.
It'll be 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. And the 4th place team from the East, the loser of this game, will play Wednesday at 4 o'clock. So the winner plays Tuesday at 4 o'clock. The loser plays Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Those games are in Farmington, which is just southwest of Fayetteville. Big high school there growing. I think they're going to be 5A next year. And they're the defending girls state basketball champions, and their boys team got beat in the state semifinals last year. They're looking to try to maybe win a state championship this year under Coach Johnny Taylor. Won a state title at Wiener, just outside of Jonesboro, and then won at Rosebud about 10 years ago. Some fans in our area know Johnny Taylor, nicknamed Johnny Basketball. And he's the boys coach now at Farmington. You may have heard of his son, Lane Taylor, one of the leading scorers of the state of Arkansas, already a signee at North Texas State University for next year. Had a 50-point game this year. And so Farmington will be the host. The Lady Yellow Jackets will be going. Whether it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday will be determined, Jeff Hall, by the second half.
And hopefully pick up a win there, then look ahead in that. At Farmington, as you said, the host school, also the number 1 ranked team in all classifications, all size schools in Arkansas. Not only the defending Class 4A champ, but they they've made their mark here in the state of Arkansas. Nashville's there, and I think the Yellow Jackets, with the winner today or lose today, if they could pick up a win next week, I think they might be looking at playing Nashville or Farmington. So, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And
2 years, I mentioned 3 years ago was the last time the Yellow Jackets played in this game, and that's when the Yellow Jackets, the regional was at Manila. And I guess these girls were probably ninth graders, the seniors. And that was the game we lost to Mountain View on Friday night, came back to beat Rosebud Saturday afternoon in this game to finish third in the region and move on. And maybe that's the year we hosted, was that 2020? But that's the last time we played in this game. Last year, of course, the last 2 years we've been regional champions. 2 years ago, made it to the state Final Four. Last year, made it to the Elite Eight. And get a win at the state tournament next week, you would be back to the Elite Eight.
It's just kind of rarefied air. We may take it for granted years like this, back-to-back regional championships. That doesn't happen a lot. Certainly a Final Four, Final Eight. So Clinton coach Matthew Post and Tammy Johnson are on quite a run. The winningest teams, classes in Clinton girls basketball history last year and then again this year. And so it's
looks like Forest City will have this one first. Jackets lead by one. It'll be interesting to see what both coaches did at halftime as far as adjustments.
I'm Jeff Hall. That's Mike Colley. Aaron Duhon is our video engineer running the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel and the KHPQ Facebook page. Aaron's had a good 4 days here as well. We're thankful to the school and the Booster Club for making part of that happen. Aaron's double playing. He's also got Quiz Bowl regional tournament, so we've got to figure that out. But he says he's with the Yellow Jackets as long as they go here in the season. Abigail Parks for three. Up. Won't go. Off the back of the rim. Hoof chases down the rebound. Still 32-31.
Jackets open the man. Katie Giffords on Hoof. Good job by Katie to hedge, stop the dribbler, and then get back to Hoof. That's a really good man-to-man defense.
Katie's joined by Gracie Linville, Abigail Parks, Maggie Gresham, and Lexi Wallace. Jumper in the lane. Won't go. Rebound Forest City. The putback. Foul called. 2 free throws for the Mustangs. Really no foul trouble to speak of yet in today's game for either team. Clinton has 4 players with 2 at this point, but Linville picked that one up. Free throw good, ties it at 32. Applewhite with the free throw. Misses the second. Rebound, Katie Gifford. Katie's dad, Casey, he's just up to the left of us here on the concourse watching the ball game. Behind the three-point line, going to work it from right to left. Lexi. Inside to Gresham, but it's poked away. On the run, Forest City, Watson. And Clinton's going to steal it back. And Lexi stops, slows. Gets her offensive teammates in front of her.
Hoof now on Parks.
Inside
good entry pass.
One-on-one, turn, spin, shoot, miss, but Gifford's going to chase down the rebound.
Maggie's got a height advantage on the inside. Just need to go up to the basket, attack it, and she does there.
She gets it again. Takes the pass inside.
Her first two. That's a mismatch on the inside in Clinton's favor right now. Maggie Gresham on that Forest City defender.
That's what we've talked about. I think maybe Brooklyn, they had size inside. They may have been aware of Maggie, but they also had size at the post. And we talked about how, boy, if you can isolate Maggie inside one-on-one, just give her that space, she's going to score. That's what we just saw in that previous sequence. Forest City wants a timeout.
Timeout number 3 for Forest City. They only have 2 left, and the shot clock's down to 14 as Linville really gave Watson a lot of trouble out there on the floor, knocked it away. Even timeouts could be a factor before this one's over. Clinton still has all 5 of theirs.
And
with Hoof chasing Parks out on the perimeter, inside may be open a little bit more. Tim Smith is here. It's been here all week. He is driven up and driven back every day.
We're about, 10 minutes or so, just north of Jonesboro. So maybe about 2.5 hours. Time to get Clinton back and forth. And out of the timeout, Clinton leading 34-32. Mustangs in white, trimmed in blue, into the lane. Knocked away up in the air. Mustangs recover at the shot clock. The buzzer, shot by Hoof, won't go. Shot clock violation, and I don't think it hit the rim. So that stops play, dead ball. Clinton
late
basketball.
whistle, too. Yellow Jackets looked like they might have had a run out. Official stop play. But he had the right call. It didn't hit the rim.
They're going to get it, spread all 4 players to the Yellow Jackets, give Maggie Gresham and her single defender room in the lane. The pass into her, Maggie's fouled. Non-shooting, Clinton from the baseline.
Yeah, they switched defenders that time. Still a mismatch on the inside. Now Hoof is on Gresham. They may be going to play a zone defense here. And the Yellow Jacket. Nope.
Knocked out of bounds. And the officials, first they say Forest City. Now I think the official is going to overrule that. I think say it belongs to Clinton. That's what the Clinton fans said. It should have been in the first place. That is the call. Yellow Jacket basketball. Linville to inbound. Looks inside, not there. Back out high.
And now Hoof is off Gresham again. Now Maggie's got the advantage again on the inside.
They get it to her again. Turns. This time she's too deep. Back to Parks behind the three-point line. Misses off the rim. Hoof, rebound. Knocked away. Near midcourt. Forest City recovers. Get it in the lane. Pass ahead. Misses. Wallace with a rebound. Lexi turns. Looks up the floor. Defense in front of her. She'll pull up. Let her teammates get set.
Now Hoof is back on Gresham. They're battling on the inside down there.
They're pulling on each other. Parks for 3 won't go. I think Maggie's wanting a foul on that as she and Hoof were getting tangled up.
Good job by Linville to cut Hoof off before she got to the basket.
Pass inside. Gresham defending. Foul called on Maggie. 2 free throws upcoming for Forest City. That may have been a frustration foul. Maggie's talking to the official. She may be pleading her cause. That may have been a frustration foul on Maggie after what she felt she got put through on the other end by Hoof. I think Maggie was trying to keep her kind of pinned behind her. Hoof maybe was wanting to come around her. They were pulling and flailing. And maybe an interesting matchup if they stay on each other here in the third quarter. 4:45 remaining. Clinton the 1-point lead. Forest City a chance to tie. Free throw up and good. Tied at 34. And full court press by the Mustangs. 1-2-2 zone press, maybe. Gifford to Wallace on the run. She's going to take it in the lane. Around the defender, draws the foul. 2 free throws for Lexi Wallace.
That's one of the best they've done tonight, running the press offense. Broke it easily, got across half court, and then had a numbers advantage on the back end, and Lexi Wallace gets to the free throw line after that foul.
We talk about Maggie Gresham. If she gets it in the lane one-on-one, she's going to score, maybe get fouled. You could say the same about Lexi Wallace on the dribble. If she's coming down the floor on the break and she's got a single defender, she's going to score or get fouled. You like your chances there. This time she was fouled. She makes the first free throw and the second. 36-34 for Clinton's leading scorer again today. Leading scorer on Wednesday night, Friday night, and now today with 11 points. The only Yellow Jacket in double digits.
Show full court press. There's an old saying in basketball: press the presser. They're not. The teams that press a lot of times aren't used to working against the press, handling the press on offense. So Clinton's going to try their best. And they got them trapped over in the corner.
And they'll throw away. Gracie's going to chase it down. Long cross-court pass. Wallace is going to drive the baseline.
Wow, no foul.
Shot won't go. Maybe trying to draw the foul. Instead, it's Hoof, the rebound. Pass ahead, off the block, good. Tied at 36. 4:14 in the third. Quickly down the floor. Wallace to Parks. And Abigail picks up her dribble, ready to make the pass, but a double dribble.
Got to be careful. Forest City likes to create this chaos. They did it there. Yellow Jackets didn't get the fortunate foul call when Wallace drove the line. They quickly score and then cause chaos and a turnover.
Pass inside. Shot blocked. And foul called. That'll send Bailey to the free throw line for Forest City. Mustangs a chance to regain the lead. 3:58 in the third. It's Clinton, the conference champion, versus Forest City, the district tournament champion, here in the consolation game. It's been a tight one. Here comes Kenna Collins in for the first time in the second half, along with Caden Brown. Gresham out, Gifford out. She give up a little bit of size on that substitution. And a second free throw, good as well, 38-36.
5 out of 6 at the line in the second half. Now you got to be careful.
Well, they want to trap you at half court. Wallace throws it over the top. Get a little bit smaller lineup. Kenna Collins will kind of move to that high post position. Caden Brown's behind the three-point line, but you might see Caden come in as well and kind of move up and down around the lane. She takes it. She's going to shoot. Three-pointer. Good. Caden Brown.
Two-pointer.
39. Two-pointer. 38 all. 3:35 in the third.
Yeah, had her feet on the line, but that's okay. You get a good shooting form. A lot of times players try to step back behind the line just to make sure it's a three and lose their form. We'll take the basket.
Caden has 4 now. Hoof on the drive. Body contact. Going to keep her outside the lane. She's going to get it back. She's behind the basket. Tosses it back out. The three-point shot is up and good. 41-38 Mustangs. Watson for 3. Wallace, long pass down the floor. Linville for 3. Good. Gracie ties it. Another three-pointer. 41 all. Gracie with 6 points and knocked out of bounds, and it belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Gracie's going to, on the defensive side of the thing, get it right back for Clinton.
As she's always hustling, her motor is always running. And we're tied at 41. That was a huge shot because Forest City had just taken the lead, their biggest lead of the second half at 3.
Inbound. Get it back out. Parks in the lane. Step back 2. Blocked by Hoof, but Abigail recovers. Another chance. Wallace on the dribble. They won't let her get inside. They won't let Caden Brown get inside. She's defended by Hoof. Long pass up ahead over the top to picked off. Trying to get it inside to Kenna Collins. Down the floor. Hoof trying to catch up with it. She does. In the lane. Too much traffic. Kenna Collins picks it off. Over to Parks. 3 defenders in front of her. Back out to Caden Brown. Her 3 is up. In and out. This one won't go. Forest City the rebound on the run. Tied at 41. 2:10 in the third. Calling for the ball in the corner. The pass inside to Watson. Fouled from behind. On the floor. Is that the 4th or the 5th team foul? Only the 4th, so non-shooting. Collins' second foul. She'll leave. Maggie Gresham returns.
Maggie Gresham returns for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Looking inbound. They'll bounce it inside.
Good foul. Save the layup. It will send them to the free throw line. Ran a screen for Hoof there, and then the 23 roll to the basket. And she sealed off Caden Brown. Caden had to foul her, at least put her to the line, make her have to hit the free throws. Number 21. That's Bailey, but she is 4 of 6 at the line tonight.
And the first one up and in. 42-41 Forest City. All 5 players on the floor for the Yellow Jackets with 2 fouls apiece. I don't know that Clinton has a player with 3 fouls at this point in the game. Second free throw. Good as well. 43-41.
Half-court trap. Make sure you get somebody in the middle.
It's a tall trap, too. They get it over the top, down to Gresham. Drives, contact, loses control, and Forest City comes up with it. Hoof on the run. And offensive foul. I'm going to say Abigail Parks takes the charge, and Clinton were going the other way.
That's why today Abigail tried to take the charge. This time she gets the call. The first time it didn't go her way. It did this time. They extend the half-court trap a little bit. You get somebody in the middle. They can't cover both sides and the middle. They have to give you one of them. Good job.
Pass. Gresham inside, outside. Brown for 3, just short off the rim. Maggie Gresham rebound, puts it up, shot blocked, foul called. Maggie Gresham to the free throw line.
And Maggie They made her mad on the inside there with no foul calls. It's good to see. She's getting aggressive on the inside now.
I talked to Coach Matthew Post, Tammy Johnson this morning. I think one of the things he said, we just need to get Maggie mad. He said that's will kind of turn on the aggression, and she might be feeling that way here in the third quarter. And she makes both free throws. We're tied at 43.
Been nip and tuck here since late in the first half. Jackets man-to-man defense, and Brown's on hoof. There's Rogers in the corner. She has 3 threes already today.
On the drive, pass across the lane, blocked by Gresham. They'll try to wrestle away from her, and they'll say tied up. Tied up. Alternate possession belongs to Clinton. Maggie's in the mix, offensively, defensively.
Get the ball to half court as quick as you can so you have your full 10 seconds and spread out and get away from 14. Now, there it is.
They'll pass through it, get it to Parks in the corner. She's alone, misses the three. Rebound for City. Yeah, there's going to be spots on the floor where someone's open against that zone press. And Parks had a good look, just couldn't get that one to fall. Drive the baseline, shot up. And they may have whistled Maggie Gresham. It is her third personal foul. 2 free throws for the Mustangs. Rogers, 56 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the first one's up and in. Here comes Katie Gifford. Maggie Gresham out.
Katie Gifford returns for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
They were 8 out of 9 in the second half at the free throw line after not shooting them very good in the first half.
Misses the second free throw. Rebound, Gracie Linville. Gracie's on the run. Quickly across midcourt.
Back in the zone.
By Forest City. Long three-pointer by Wallace. Good. Clinton regains the lead. 46-44.
14 for Lexi. Need a defensive stop. Jackets back in the lead.
Shot clock, game clock, almost the same here. Less than a second difference. Forest City looks like
don't let Hoof touch it in the final 20 seconds here.
They'll go ahead and put up the three. They miss. Hoof crashes, tips it. Forest City's going to get another shot up and in. Count the basket and the foul. A chance of a three-point play for the Mustangs.
Lack of defensive rebound there.
Foul against Lexi Wallace.
Hoof kept it alive, and then Forest City gets the points.
Lexi has 3 fouls. 13.9. Free throw is good. Clinton trails by a point. Substitution Forest City. 13.9. Get the length of the floor. Let's see. Forest City's going to drop back in the zone all the way back to the three-point line. So they're going to let Clinton get it across and set their offense. 10 seconds. Wallace has it. Top of the key. Parks. She's open. Three-pointer's up. This one misses. Forest City with a rebound. 2 seconds. And a heave. It won't go. Teams trade the lead. It was a tight third quarter. We're going to enter the fourth quarter. Mustangs leading 47-46 here in this consolation game from the Class 4A East Girls Regional Tournament. Both teams going on to state. They're playing for position. And Lady Yellow Jackets will trail by 1 when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
They'll hit in the fourth and final quarter. The game was tied 4 times in the third quarter. The lead changed hands 5 times. And Forest City has the ball and a 1-point lead.
It'll be Linville, Wallace, Gifford, Parks, and Caden Brown for the Yellow Jackets. Wallace, the leading scorer on the floor for Clinton. 14 points.
They'll let Hoof have it back. Shot clock's under 10.
Down to the block. 2 defenders. Won't go off the glass. Hoof gets the rebound. And she's able to back out in front of the backboard, put it up and in.
If you're guarding her, you also got to, you're the block out. Nobody else. You got to block her out. That's twice
Wallace
in the last few minutes.
Lexi's open. Her three-point attempt, high off the back of the rim, won't go. Katie Gifford keeping it alive. She does to Gracie Linville. Back to Wallace in the corner. She's open. Second off chance. Misses. Offside rebound, Noda Brown. Back out behind the three-point line. Parks is open for 3. It's short off the rim. Gifford battling for the rebound, but it's off her hands to Forest City. And the Mustangs control. Clinton had some good looks there from the outside. Wallace and Parks both just couldn't get any of those 3 attempts to fall. 49-46. Into the lane. Forcing the shot up. Foul called. We're going to Gifford. 2 free throws for the Mustangs. What do they say, Mike Holly, about the outside shooters and those 3-pointers as the game goes on, as 4 days goes on?
Yeah, the legs start to go, so let's hope that's not the case. But the Yellow Jackets have missed some really good looks here in the last couple of minutes. And Hoof, they've done a good job keeping her from shooting from the floor, but she's got some second shots, or a couple times she's come in and kept the rebound alive, and then Forest City scores. And got to really not only key on her defensively, but also that block out as soon as the ball is shot from anywhere, not just from her.
And the second free throw up and in by Watson, 50-46 now. That may be the biggest lead of the second half for Forest City at 4 points. Clinton's biggest lead in the ballgame. They made a let up 5 by 1 point. Linville for 3. It's up. This one misses off the rim.
Olivia Johnson back in, played well in the first half, had 3 threes. Jackets, critical point now. Got to play defense. You can't let them stretch the lead.
Hoof on the drive, misses.
Second shot again.
The boards. They missed, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Maggie Gresham's out of the ball game. She does have 3 fouls, but expect to see her back in before too long. And here she comes. Coach Matthew Post says, get up. Lets them inbound, so he wants her to wait till the next stop and play. Inside the Hoof, 4 defenders. Clinton takes it away. Wallace has it. Trailing by 4. Cross midcourt. Long pass up to Johnson. Catch, shoot, 3. This one misses. Rebound to Hoof.
Jackets are going cold from the 3 like they did in the first quarter, but they're getting looks.
Watson on the dribble from left to right. Gracie's going to knock it away, out of bounds, and it's off the hands of Watson in Forest City. Gracie forcing that turnover with 5:33 to go.
Maybe a lot like that Heber game a couple weeks ago when the Yellow Jackets had to come back. It was Linville and Wallace attacking the guards, changed the tempo of the game, change it all the way around. Maybe today there's Lexi getting one.
Oh, pretty pass. Linville through the lane to Johnson. Olivia can't get the bucket. And is it out of bounds or a timeout? I think it's out of bounds on Forest City.
Number 22, Francesca Colbert.
That was a fantastic pass. Olivia just couldn't get it there right at the end. 5:20. Gresham back in the ball game to inbound. Back out high. Now Maggie will post up, but she'll dump it off to Lexi Wallace. On to Johnson in the move, in the lane. The 2-pointer up and in, 50-48. Coach Matthew Post wants a timeout. 5:05 remaining when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Yeah, looking back at the notes, 4-point lead, maybe the biggest lead for either team today. Forest City just had a 4-point lead, and a basket by Olivia Johnson cut it to 2. Jackets trail, backcourt pressure.
Up to Hoof, she'll get it across midcourt. Into the corner, turn, shoot the 3. It's up and good. 3-point field goal by Chastity Rogers. That's what, her fourth?
4-3 for Rogers, 13. Olivia Johnson, on her last basket, went to double figures with 11. Biggest lead now at 5.
And Linville threads the needle through the lane to Katie Gifford. Her 2-pointer up, 53-50.
Ooh, look. Oh, Coach Post may have seen something. That's 2 straight entries down into that low post, wide open.
Kind of throwing that cross corner that, we call that diagonal. Trying to think. Nope. And Forest City's going to throw it away. Back to the Yellow Jackets. A chance maybe to tie, this time down the floor.
Check here for Forest City, number 15, Shelby Britton.
Every possession valuable now. They backed out of the pressure. Now it's looks like a 2-3 zone defense. Maybe the first time we've seen this all day. Trying to maybe cover the low post. I'm going to flash maybe somebody to the free throw line to the high post.
Johnson, Linville into Gresham. They'll try to knock it away and commit the foul.
And Maggie did flash to the high post and then slid down to the low block. It was open. Forest City had to foul.
Only the first team foul against Forest City. It's a long way from shooting free throws. Clinton only with 1 team foul as well here in the 4th. Inbounds pass tipped away, and Forest City's going to come up with it. Mustangs across midcourt. Back out top the key. And they'll kick it out.
Gifford on hoof now.
Good pass inside. Maggie's kind of forced to reach in, commit the foul at the block. Maggie's 4th personal foul. 3:47 remaining. Abigail Parks quickly up and in. Let's see if Maggie comes out with 4 fouls.
Bailey back to the line. She shot 8 already today.
She gets the first.
Everything around within 3 feet of the basket, and then she gets fouled.
Well, Maggie stays in. Parks in, Linville out. So Parks, Gifford, Wallace, Johnson, and Gresham. Misses the second free throw, but Mustang's going to chase down the rebound. They lead by 4, 54-50.
Another defensive rebound for Forest City.
They've got some height. They've got athleticism. Pull 2-pointer just inside the 3-point line. Won't go. Long rebound tipped out on the floor. Mustangs recover. New shot clock. 3:20 and counting on the clock. Forest City looking to weave, ducking the lane when they can. And cross the lane pass tipped, but right into the hands of Bailey.
4 shots on that possession, 3 defensive rebounds.
Biggest lead, 56-50. Wallace tries to answer with a 3. It won't go off the back of the rim. Rebound to Watson across midcourt. We're under 3 minutes to play. Trailing by 6 on the drive. Watson won't go. Put back, misses. Gifford with a rebound. Up to Parks. Defense in front of her. She'll pull up.
This has got to be a good possession here.
And kind of an inadvertent foul that's going to go against the Mustangs, though. Clinton will keep the possession as the players went to the floor. And Coach Matthew Post wants a timeout. Well, let's go ahead and keep it here. Trailing 56-50, under 3 minutes to play. The consolation game. Both teams going to the state tournament next week at Farmington. But Yellow Jackets, after winning on Wednesday, dropping last night against the home team, they'd like to pick up some momentum, get a win today if they could. But Forest City wanting to do the same.
The defensive rebounds, 4 shots that time with 3 defensive rebounds, but They've been killing us on the boards. It also leads shots close range of the baskets, which leads to fouls. They've shot 13 free throws in the second half. The Yellow Jackets with only 4 attempts at the line, but you get fouled when you get within 3 or 4 feet of the basket, and those defensive rebounds are giving them those extra possessions, those extra close-in shots, and we're having to foul. And maybe coming out of this timeout, the Jackets have been cold from the three-point line, only have 1 here in the second half.
Olivia Johnson inbounds to Parks. She gets it over to Lexi.
Man-to-man defense. They have Forest City's played about a half dozen different defenses today.
Doing a good job of switching it up, maybe, and then forcing the Yellow Jackets to adjust. Wallace on the dribble, gets to the lane, stops, turns, spins, shoots. This one misses. Caden Brown battling for the rebound. I think that's going to be a foul on Forest City. It is.
Stops the clock.
It'll be their third.
Foul number 15, Shelby Britton. That's our first, team's third.
Click from behind the basket on the baseline. Parks bounces it in to Katie Gifford. Defender there. Lexi Wallace ends up with it. Drives, splits, scoops, and scores. 56-52.
Jackets got a break on that one. Tipped, but it went right to Lexi, and she had a tough shot, but she hit it, and the Jackets have got to play defense and rebounds. Final 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yep. On the dribble. Takes it to the baseline. Shot won't go. Rebound Olivia Wallace on the run. 2-on-2. Parks on her left. Takes the pass. Back to Johnson. Catches. Shoots 3. This one won't go. It's long out of bounds, but Wallace saves it. Gifford's got it. Back out to Johnson. To Lexi. Her three-pointer. It's up. Bounces around. Won't go. Rebound to Forest City.
Just can't get one to fall in the second half.
1:20. Hoof on the run into the lane, and she scores.
And that's what's happened most of the day. We get a look, can't cash it in, and Hoof gets an easy one on the other end.
Back to 6. He's got 3 3-point shooters in the ball game with Wallace, Johnson, and Parks. It's Johnson for 2. It's up and in. Quick timeout by Clinton. Let's go ahead and take it. Stay with us. 58-54. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Wire in this one. Jackets trail 58-54. Just hit a basket there to cut it to 4. Still 59 seconds left in this one. Jackets going to show full court pressure. This one's not over yet. Jackets have 2 team fouls, while Forest City has 3. But the Jackets Forest City's been a little bit shaky with the few times Clinton's used some full court pressure. Let's see here. If you got to keep it away from Hoof because she's just going to put it on the floor and take off with it. Make somebody else have to handle it.
Katie Gifford, Olivia Johnson, Wallace. They get it to Hoof, just as you said. She gets across midcourt. Parks and Caden Brown. Well, once they get it across and you can't hold them to 10, do you go ahead and foul? Katie Gifford's really tight. Katie Gifford does commit the foul. That's only the third of the quarter for the Yellow Jackets. So non-shooting. You might see another quick foul or 2 on the inbounds pass here if Clinton wants to make Forest City try to shoot free throws and get the ball back. They do get it in to Watson.
If you make that foul, you got to go ahead and foul again because the shot clock was reset.
Yet to foul, 40 seconds.
Jackets wasting a lot of time.
Coach Matthew Post is saying foul, foul, foul. So Parks reaches out, fouls with 35 secones. So the next one will be free throws from here on out for Forest City.
Yeah, Clinton lost about 12 seconds right there.
Trailing by 4, but there's always a chance to get a steal on the inbounds pass, but they do get it to Hoof. And Gifford defending. Katie commits the foul. And for Gifford, is that going to be her 5th personal foul? Let's see if it's her 4th or 5th.
Hoof 1 for 3 at the line today. Has not shot any in the second half. She's got 17 points.
58-54. Free throw up and drops through. 59-54. Got 18 points on the day. Misses the second. There was a lane violation. There were 2 Yellow Jackets and a Mustang who kind of lost their footing. And the official's going to say the Yellow Jackets stepped in the lane before the ball left Hoof's hand. So the shooter's going to get a second opportunity here for the second free throw. Oh, and she makes it count. 60-54. 32 seconds. Full court press by the Mustangs. And Clinton's going to have to call a timeout. They'll have 1 left, 1 minute to play, trailing 60-54.
Yeah, if you don't get a really quick 2, you're more than likely you got to shoot threes. You look back on this one, if the Jackets don't come back in this one, you got to look at defensive rebounding. Forest City got multiple shots. And I don't know what the shooting percentage is, but boy, we can't buy a three-pointer in the second half. Clinton with only 1 3 so far in the second half. Did a pretty good job in the first half with 6 in the first half, only 1 in the second half. And it's not because you really can't say they were prevented from shooting threes. We had some pretty good looks. It's just so far this morning we hadn't been able to hit them, but still a chance with 32 seconds left.
Gifford looking to get it inbounds. Oh, and a 5-second call. Clinton could not get the ball in bounds. Forest City will have it behind their basket with 32 seconds remaining and a 6-point lead. Quickly inbound to Hoof. Caden Brown's giving chase. Commits the foul. 30 seconds. Hoof just made 2 free throws, and she's going back to the line. She can make it a 3-possession game. Charnel Hoof.
Also, Forest City shot free throws much better the second half. They didn't shoot them very good in the first half, but it was those multiple shots, those defensive rebounds that kept giving them, basically shots inside the lane. You're forced to foul to stop the shot.
First free throw's good. Misses the second. Battling for the rebound. Foul on Forest City. Non-shooting. Clinton basketball off the miss. Trailing 61-54. Again, full court pressure. Hoof on the ball. She's got long arms. Abigail Parks can get in. She does to Wallace. But this pressure is forcing the Yellow Jackets to take a little bit of time off the clock. 24 seconds. Wallace going to take it deep all the way. Help defender. Shoots, misses. Gifford with the putback. Foul called. 19 seconds. Katie Gifford to the line. Casey's got 7 points on the day, the senior.
Team foul number 5. Katie Gifford, 2 shots.
Well, you'd like to stop the clock and have a chance to put points on the board. That's what they have here, but not a lot of seconds left on the clock. Gifford's first is up and good, 61-55. Linville in, Brown out.
I think it's a back of a 2-possession game. Gracie back in for some defensive pressure.
And Katie's second free throw, 61-56. Clinton has 1 timeout. Full court press. And 4 3-point shooters in the ball game. Quick foul by Abigail Parks, her 4th.
Number 1, Gracie.
17
Washington
seconds.
To the line, 1 out of 3 at the line today for her.
Oh, the foul assigned to Gracie Linville. That's her 4th. Parks just with 3.
Ayana Watson, 2 shots.
Watson at the line. 8 points on the day. Misses the first. Still a 5-point game.
Got a rebound. Hoofs on that right free throw lane side over there. Got to keep her off the board. She did clear a rebound so you can get the outlet pass and get down the floor.
Makes the second. Still a 2-possession game. Quickly inbound to Linville. And quickly down the floor. She's going to split the defenders, toss it out to Johnson. She's going to have to drive for 2. count. Oh, almost a chance. She was fouled on the shot attempt. It would not fall. 2 free throws with 10 seconds to go. That could have made it a 1-possession game had she got that bucket, but she's in double figures. Free throw gives her, 13 on the day.
14 with the free throw.
And her second one. Makes it a 4-point game. 10 seconds. Mustangs to inbound the ball. Up high, and they come down with it. 9 seconds. Quick foul by Johnson. 8.9 on the clock. 2 free throws for Forest City. Applewhite. 2 free throws. Short, won't go. Still 4-point game. Gifford and Parks set to rebound. Applewhite makes the second. 63-58. Inbound the ball to Linville. Ahead to Wallace. Too far into the backcourt. Forest City comes up with it. That's going to do it. 2 seconds, 1 second, and this one's come to an end. It's the Forest City Mustangs 63, the Lady Yellow Jackets 58. Clinton Falls in the consolation game here from the 4A East Girls Regional. They will enter the state tournament at Farmington next week as a number 4 seed. Forest City will move on as a number 3. There's a championship game tonight between Brooklyn and Pulaski Academy on the girls' side of the bracket. Well, they'll meet up at midcourt. We'll have a post-game prayer. The Clinton Cheer Squad going to join them there as well. If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, joined by Forest City. We'll step away from the mic here for a moment. When we return, we'll give you some final numbers. We'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game for the final time here from the girls 4A East Regional. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security banking center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Clay, you cut your teeth at a Chrysler dealership.
Cut my teeth at Landers, Chrysler, and Benton, the largest Chrysler store in the world. And so, to have Chrysler, Ram, Jeep in a small town and to have my name on the building, it's such an honor, it's such a blessing. And so, it's a brand that means a lot to us. It's a community that means a lot to us. We're giving it everything we got. Committed to customer service being a great one, not just a good one, but a great one. So winning back the community and getting our customer service the way that they should be.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Well, back here on the campus of Brooklyn High School at Bearcat Arena, the Yellow Jackets lose today by a score of 63-58, and they'll be the number 4 seed heading to the state tournament next week at Farmington High School up in northwest Arkansas. It was a tight one most of the way. Forest City led 14-10 at the end of the first quarter. They jumped out to a 4-0 lead, but the Yellow Jackets took a 5-4 and an 8-6 lead at one point in the first quarter. The Yellow Jackets outscored Forest City 22-17 in that second quarter, including a last-second three-pointer by Alexi Wallace to give the Jackets a 32-31 halftime lead. Forest City outscored Clinton 16-14 in a hotly contested third quarter. The game was tied at 32, at 34, at 36, and at 43 along the way in that third quarter. But Forest City would outscore the Jackets 16-14 and take a 47-46 lead into the final quarter. Little did we know the last Clinton lead would be 46-44 with about a minute to go in the third quarter. Forest City never trailed in the fourth quarter, but never really pulled away as they led 49-46, 50-46. Jackets cut it to 50-48. Then Forest City pushed the lead back to 53-50. And at one point, the biggest lead was 56-50. The Jackets cut it to 56-52. And then the Forest City pushed the lead back to 58-52. Their biggest lead was 61-54. And they win today by a score of 63-58. Scoring for Forest City, Brianna Watson with 9 points. Jesse Rogers with 13. Taggart had 2. Hoof led the way for Forest City with 20. Applewhite had 4 points for the Lady Mustangs. Kylie Bailey with 7 points. Those were all free throws. Forest City hit 23 of 32 free throws, much better in the second half than in the first half. Shot 72%, made 5 threes, 3 of those by Rogers. Lady Yellow Jackets, Olivia Johnson, a good game for Olivia bouncing back today. Had 15, including 3 threes in the first half. Kenna Collins with 2 points. Katie Gifford had 9 points. Abigail Parks, only 3 tonight for the senior. Gracie Limble, 3 points for her. Maggie Gresham with 4 points, and the leading scorer for Clinton, sophomore Lexi Wallace, she had 16. Jackets hit all 11 free throws they took, but Forest City took 21 more free throws than the Jackets. Clinton had 7 threes, good. Bad part was 6 of those came in the first half. Only 1 three-pointer in the second half for Clinton. They did have opportunities, just couldn't get them to fall. Third game in 4 days. And a game with about an 18-hour break since the last one. The Yellow Jackets did not shoot well in the second half. Fall today by a score of 63-58. And the Jackets will now move on to the state tournament next week in Farmington.
And just to maybe to wrap this one up, or chicken
Jackets will play Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Wednesday at 4 o'clock, and they'll play the third-place team out of the South. Not sure who that is. That's Nashville's conference. But they'll play the third-place team out of the South on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. We'll have all the action for you right here on KHPQ and the Yellow Jacket live stream network. That'll be on the air somewhere around 3:50 on Wednesday afternoon from Forest City. 4th straight trip to the state tournament for Matthew Post's Lady Yellow Jackets. And last year made it to the quarterfinals of the state, a win on Wednesday, and they'll be back in the Elite 8 of the quarterfinals.
And how about today's First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game? Again, appreciate their title sponsorship again this season of the Player of the Game, and also the live stream on the broadcast. And appreciate them. Stop by their location there, the Northside Shopping Center in Clinton. Tell them you enjoy listening to the broadcast. I noticed from that Thursday night broadcast, it showed 700 on the YouTube channel watching that, maybe a couple of hundred from Facebook on that night. So a lot of people hopefully back home today watched. We had a good good selection of parents here, and along with a school administrator and some folks, but maybe a lot of folks back home today. So thankful that they help sponsor that and do that. Player of the game, I know Lexi Wallace is going to finish as the leading scorer in all 3 games for Clinton here at the region. But how about Olivia Johnson? She kind of broke out today, and when 3-point field goals were a little bit hard to come by in a game, that was I think you said it during the broadcast at one point. This is the Olivia Johnson that we saw kind of before the flu bug hit her and all of her teammates, and she was a bright spot in today's loss.
Yeah, good to see Olivia bounce back, and with some momentum heading into that state tournament with Olivia, and of course only a sophomore, and she's got a couple of good years ahead of her too, and so good to see Olivia back. That's how we saw her for most of the year, the way she played today, confident and strong and hitting those threes, and the Jackets definitely need her play as we head on to the state tournament. I want to thank First Arkansas Bank and Trust and Petit Jean Fiber for bringing you the live stream. And the Yellow Jackets had 7 Petit Jean Fiber 3-point baskets today. And an MVP every day. The Aaron Duhan behind us here. He is the MVP of every game.
I thought of that. This has been as much of a 3-man crew as we've ever had. Sid King's been broadcasting for several years now. In the old days, he had his own channel on Clinton Cable, and we'd broadcast the games. And maybe we used the school camera, or maybe we had a cameraman come in and run the feed just for us. Since he's had the live stream and the equipment for that, we've kind of had to work through different cameramen or video folks through the years, and Aaron's been here in basketball, and he has, I don't know, we'll have to ask Aaron if he's enjoyed it. He's been here since Wednesday. He's camped out at the La Quinta along with us. He's done the girls' games, the boys' games, thankful to the school and the Booster Club also for helping make a part of that happening for Aaron to be here. Now, I don't know. It's not as big a deal maybe for Aaron. I know he likes to be at school. I know one time I was talking to him, it was going to be a snow day the next day. I said, Aaron, you're looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be a snow day. You're not going to school. And he said, I kind of like school. I don't know if I want to miss, but Aaron's the class president. He runs the quiz bowl, and he's a super sharp, smart guy. So he can be away a little bit and kind of monitor things from his Chromebook and things like that. So we're glad to have Aaron. I think he's going next week as well. But I hope you've enjoyed your trip here over the last 4 days.
Yeah, he went to Slim Chickens. May have changed his life. So, but we couldn't make it without Aaron. So we thank Aaron Duhan, and I'm not sure if the school can make it out without Aaron. Miss Hutchins has a worry some days that Aaron takes care of everything. So.
He's got baseball next week, though. So true. He will. This is going to work out good because we've already gone over the baseball schedule. They've got 3 games next week. He's going to play on Tuesday. Now he's going to play basketball on Wednesday. Now, if we get that win Wednesday and have to play again on Thursday or Friday, we'll see if it conflicts with the baseball game. And then you've got Quiz Bowl next Saturday. So you got a full calendar next week.
Yep, we better get out of him. We got to get him on the bus now.
That's right. Yeah, we got to get back. Well, hey, thanks for joining us over these 4 days and games. Certainly enjoyed wrapping up the boys' season, although disappointed with the loss here to the home team. Brooklyn boys, they're playing for a championship tonight against Little Rock Christian. And you can probably pick that up if you want to watch the live stream on the Brooklyn broadcast. I think they'll have that tonight. In the girls' game, it's going to be the Brooklyn girls against the Pulaski Academy girls. So you can watch both of those games on live stream if you'd like to tonight. And as my colleague says, we'll be with you next week in Farmington. That's Fayetteville if you want to go up and stay for the week, and we'll look forward to that. Well, also thanks to Kelsey Robinson, our studio engineer. I visited with Kelsey after the game on Thursday night. Certainly glad she's with us and keeps everything running back home. For Sid King for getting it all set and getting it set up for next week. For Aaron Duhan, our video engineer, for my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.